If you're watching this video, you're probably about to do a trial. And here's one thing I know that comes with every trial is the tension of trying to do a trial and putting your best. Sometimes it's not because you don't know what to do. It's not because you are not great at what you do, right? But now the only thing standing between you and an opportunity is this trial. And so there's a lot of tension and there's an urge to perform. And because of this tension and this urge to perform and to show your ability at the highest level, you sometimes might tend to underperform. And I have lost a few trials myself, and I have learned a lot from that. Here are a few tips I can share with you that has helped me overcome trials, right? Number one is your mindset. Number one is your mindset. First of all, you have to realize that you are great at what you do and you are very, very skilled and you can pull this off. That's number one. You need to have that confidence in yourself that you can pull through this trial and you're going to do your best because you've prepared yourself for this day. And so whatever is being presented to you, you should not overthink it too much because you know that you are good. Number two is you have to understand that this trial is a two-way street. You can win and you can lose. And you have to keep an open mind to the possibility of both outcomes, right? So when you know that you're good at what you do, and you know that this trial can go both ways, you can win or you can lose. We're going to go to the third thing, which is why do trials even exist? The reason trials exist is that most of the video editing jobs you are going to be doing is going to be a continuous project. You know, it's not going to be a one-off. And so when people are looking for editors, they tend to want to have someone that is reliable in terms of skill, in terms of time frames, in terms of a level of understanding what they need and their in-house process, right? And so for every time before now, I have to say this, I didn't like the idea of trials. I hated trials. Who loves trials anyway, right? Paid or free, who loves trials? But I come to understand that some level of compatibility is needed, you know, to integrate you into a team. And a team has to be sure that you are reliable and they can trust you with their work. And so when you have this mindset that the trial goes both ways, you want to know if you are good enough, like you'll be able to do the kind of job that these people will be having for you, the kind of videos people will be having for you. The employer on his own end, the agency, whatever it is, or the creator that is hiring you, also wants to be sure that, look, this guy is trustworthy, this guy will be able to deliver what I want, this person will be able to keep up to the standard that I maintain for myself, right? Or for my content, right? Now we've gotten that out of the way. We understand why you need that trial and why the person that is hiring you for the trial also needs that trial. Let's go down to the next thing. The next thing is when you are given a trial, you want to look at your references. And this is one of the red flags I look out for when I'm confronted with a trial. If the person, you know, that is trying to do the trial is very vague about what they want, I just avoid that trial, because if you do not know what you want, then what are we trying to do? You're just giving me free creative direction. Doesn't work. You want to know exactly what these people want in that trial. And what this means is, if you understand how a video works, a video has many touch points. We're talking about the graphics in the video. We're talking about the quality of the video. We're talking about the grading of the video. We're talking about the sound of the video. We're talking about the effects in the video. And so when you're presented with a sample or a reference to create a sample based off of, you don't want to just go head on into that sample or into that reference. One of the things you want to understand from whosoever is trying to hire you, you want to know what they actually like about that sample. This is because, like I said, a video has many touch points, sound, graphics, and all of that. Sometimes what they really like about that particular video might just be the graphics. And sometimes clients do not understand this part, to communicate that. And so you might go into the trial head on, trying to recreate that exact, to match that video. And this is something that's happened to me, to match that exact video that you were given. And then you finish it and you send it out and it's a flop. It's like, nah, it doesn't work for us, right? So when you're sent references, you want to understand what is liked about this reference before you get into it, right? It's very, very important. Now, the last part I would say is, if you understand all of this and you do not have enough time on your hands, it's going to still be a problem, because now one checkbox is not going to be ticked, which is reliability, you being on time. And so one of the things I think is very, very fair is for you to ask for more time during a trial. I think it's very okay to ask for more time. If you know something is going to take you more than 24 hours, I think when you analyze the work, you look at everything that's involved, and you try to project how long it will take you, I think it's okay to communicate that, I might not be able to get this to you in 24 hours. Give me 48 hours. Give me 36 hours. Or in a case where you feel like you're not going to be able to make it on time, I think it's also good to communicate, because from what I've noticed with the trials I've done is that communication is very, very important to these teams and to these business owners and these creators and, whatever, and whoever you're working with. So it's very important that you communicate with them. You let them know that, look, there is a challenge. There is when I'm not going to be able to update you. This is when I'm going to be able to drop this. It just helps everybody, and everybody's happy. And so, before I go, like I said, we've discussed a lot of things here. If you're going into another trial, remember, be confident. Ask what they like in their video of choice or their reference. Timelines are very, very important. And also remember that in as much as the trial is important to you, it is much more important to the person that is trying to hire you. And so you want to look at how much you are meeting their time frames on time. You want to understand exactly what they have in mind, and you want to try and meet them at the lowest level, midway, in terms of what they are looking for. So good luck on your next trial, and I hope you crush it. See you in my next video.